Hello friends, today our guest is Mr. Kumar Gaurav. He has done B.Tech in the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering from the Savita School of Engineering, Savita University, Chennai, and currently he is working as a DLP manager in the Kanpur Agra Metro project, Alstom, India. And Devashish, today's video is going to be very and very motivational, especially for the parents and the parent also who think that if your degree is not from the IIT or any renowned institution of India, then you will not grow in your career. And also the parents who think that गवर्नमेंट जॉब इज वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट जो सरकारी नौकरी के चक्कर में बहुत सारा टाइम बर्बाद करते हैं उनके लिए बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है। खासकर नॉर्थ इंडिया के लोग ज्यादा इस चक्कर में रहते हैं। और आज इनके पास जिनसे आप हम लोग बात करने जा रहे हैं, जिनसे इंटरेक्ट करने जा रहे हैं, इनके पास बहुत एक्सपीरियंस है। और आज हम लोग सीखेंगे जैसे कि हायर स्टडीज इम्पोर्टेंट है और कंपनी के थ्रू ही बाहर जाना, फॉरेन में जॉब करना इम्पोर्टेंट है। बाहर में जॉब से बाहर में कैसा सैलरी पैकेज होता है और बाहर का वर्क इन्वायरमेंट और इंडिया के वर्क इन्वायरमेंट में क्या अंतर है और बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन है जो आज हम लोग जानेंगे। सो चलिए लेट्स स्टार्ट।
That means today's session will be very informative. So I request all our viewers to watch the video till the end. So thank you, sir, for joining with us today. We,
Thank you very
welcome,
much.
we welcome to our channel and foundation. As usual, we ask every our guest about their basic introduction. So first of all, we like to know about your introduction, about your like your native place, your career journey, your academic background.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me here. I really appreciate both of you. You are doing a great job. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kumar Gaurav. I belong from Patna, Bihar, and I born and raised in Patna, and then I passed my matriculations, and then I passed 12th class from Patna itself. And then for the higher studies in Bachelor of Engineering, I moved to Chennai, as you said, Savita School of Engineering, Savita University. I completed my Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor in Engineering, you can say, both is same, and in Electrical and Electronics Department. And this is like from 2008 to 2012, 4 years I was there. And then after completed my graduation, then everybody were looking for the job. I was not different, I was also the same. And I have to look for the job. And then so in the beginning, when I completed my graduation, I was thinking, what should I do? When you are a young, and when you completed your job, your degree, and then you will be finding for the job, then you will think a lot of things will be running in your mind. You will think, what should I do? Because the reason is uh, we in India we have very less scope, because unemployment rate is high. And then as a fresher, generally most of the company will not entertain you, because they have long queue for the job, and there's a lot of people. So then I decided to move Bangalore. And then I was thinking, okay, let's do computer aided design additional course to get the job. And then I moved to Bangalore. And then I joined as a CAD center. It's like a computer aided design, where you learn about the basic design, about, like, it's like it's kind of two-dimensional design. And then I joined that course. And the same time, uh, when I was doing that course, so same time, I have registered myself. Is one of the lot of website where the time is like naukri.com, and then another two three, I didn't remember that. So one day I got an email from one of the company, that was E2E Rail. This was the short name. The full name was Employee to Entrepreneur, that company name. And that company was basically working for Indian Railways, metros design, OHE, overhead electrification design work. So I just got invitation call, and then there was a mass recruitment in one of the college was going on. So I got the link, and then I have to go next day to join to give the to write an exam. You call aptitude exams or something. So I went there, and then I saw a lot of people, lot of students has come around, from everywhere. And then I was a little nervous. So I was thinking, oh, they had only 6 or 7 people to take. And then when I went there, I saw a lot of people. Maybe there's like 200 or 500 plus people were there. But just as usual, I went and I written the aptitude. But their requirement was like you have to have in the BE or B.Tech. If you have completed, you have to have like 70 plus percentage minimum, requirement. So those students were only eligible to write the exams, aptitude exams. So I had my 72 plus 5%, so I was eligible to write the exams. And then I given that exams. There was 40 aptitude questions, some subjective questions, and some general knowledge questions. So I wrote that, and then I left for the day and went home. And then again I went to the CAD center as usually what was I was doing. So in next few days, 3 or 4 days later, I got a call from that company HR that you were selected for the job, and then we would like to take your interview in the company corporate office. Then I was delighted. And then still that story is not over yet. I have to go to the that office, and then I went mm, to give that interview. So as a fresher, uh, when I entered to the HR office, there was a HR and 3 4 technical guy was there. So they started asking about my educational background, what I studied, and what my field of interest, which subject I like most. So this kind of questions they have asked me. So I will not tell you what they have asked me, but the basic things I didn't remember. So one question I remember, in the electrical engineering we call something IE rules. I believe you guys have also studied that during your graduations. So the IE rules, then I was confused, is Ohm's law or something else. So I was bit of silence on my face, and I was looking to them, and I was thinking, and then I didn't see, and then they have not given much time. They just asked to me, and then I was just for 10 seconds, they see silence on my face, and then they said to me, you don't know that what you have studied. Then then after that they moved. So HR interrupted that guy, and then he started asking some other questions. And then I finished my interview. It was like, uh, as I said, it's a basic.
So,
Yeah.
what you are sharing in the 2012, ये
Yes,
कब दिया?
2012. 2012. It was the month of September. Yeah, no, September. It's month of August. In the last week of August, 2012. When I
So,
went first time to give an interview in that company. Yeah.
so this was the first interview experience.
Yes.
How many
First
candidates were
interview
there?
experience. I think total 25 guys were there. Yeah.
Okay, so that has cleared the written.
Yeah, those clears the written exams, yes. So they
Okay,
have called only them who has cleared the aptitude test, yes.
out of 25, how much have got selected? How many?
They took seven,
Okay,
And
okay.
unfortunately, this story is not over yet. Unfortunately, I was not one of them. They
Okay.
took seven, and I was not one of them. Next day, I got call from HR, and they said, unfortunately, you not got selected. So I started continuing my the same thing, and then after a few days, after 4 or 5 days, again I got the call from the same HR, and they said to
Hmm.
me, Gaurav, we have another vacancies has come up. As you already were selected, I would like to take your interview again.
Okay,
So
okay.
so then I went again there, and then this time interview was taken by one of the senior member of that company, and he was a well experienced old guy. And then only one person was there, and then he asked me a lot of questions. The interview was went almost 45 minutes to 1 hour, and then he was asking everything about my education. And then he asked me about my project, what I did in the B.Tech. Generally you do in the fourth semester, right? And the last
Mm-hmm.
not fourth semester, it's like sixth
Last
semester,
year.
that
It,
called a mini project. And
yeah.
then eighth semester will be the main project.
Mm.
So he asked me about the project which I did in the last year, fourth year, and then I explained him. And after that, he said, "Okay, it's good." And then next day, I got the call from HR. I got selected, and then I have to go for the joining for the next week. And the 12th September was my joining date. Still, I remember. So,
This is the first job. So
yeah,
you that's why you
The
remember.
career started from this one.
yes.
Okay. And so,
So,
so can you tell how much was the package? I mean, just for
Uh, in 2012, I was offered it was around 2 lakhs 20,000 INR was the
okay, per
plus,
year.
yes, per year, plus external benefits like accommodation plus cars, mobile, so I don't have to spend much. So salary was a full saving, and then I have to look for only for my food. So it's like that's
So now this was your first interview experience. So
Mhm.
now we are moving towards the what is the difficulty you have faced during the BTech?
Not much really, because I belongs from Patna, Bihar, and then
Yeah, that's why.
I have to move out of the state, and that I was going to move first time. So a lot of things was running in my mind. I was wondering, when you go out of in India is a different culture, different language, people. So first time I was going there in Chennai, and I didn't speak their local language. Uh, so the only challenge I had during my graduation is the language in Chennai, because I have done my 12th class with the Hindi language, and 10th also Hindi, and then I have to go there and speak in English. So in the beginning, I struggle a lot just to the local language. I don't know anything, and then plus English also is not. I was not able to speak like frequently, like even the I know how to write, but to communicate with the people
Mhm.
is was very weak. So first 6 months I just have the struggle with the communication. That's it. And later on, by while passing the time, it's gone better. And then after 6 7 months, I was a little bit more comfortable.
So you have already shared your past job experience. So what is the
Yeah.
present work?
Right now, I am, as you said in my introduction times, is DLP manager role. I for Agra Kanpur project. So DLP is like defect liability period. So defect liability period is a fixed amount of time. Is a fixed period of time. You can say fixed period of time starting from the project completion date. So once the project is completed, so that DLP period will start. It's kind of warranty, we can say, you know.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So, so once the project is complete, so metro project is going on here, but the whole project has not completed it. It's like is going in the section by section, because a huge project. is a 30 plus kilometer project. So it's going to commission in the part wise. So first phase of the metro project in Kanpur was completed in 2021 December, and then it's right now the warranty period is going on. So that is going to be in 2023 December. So I am looking after this warranty job, and it's yeah, so that's the yes.
So, one question is, it is not fair to ask the salary package, but you have the experience. So, in the core company like Alstom, so how much average package after 10 year of experience anybody can get?
Uh, for is every company has their own policies to offer you the salary package. In Alstom, generally I see, and because to disclose the salary, people here generally doesn't disclose the salary because it's the against company policy and ethics and compliance or something. So generally you can expect somewhere between 20 to 30 if you have 10 plus
Okay.
of experience, 20 to 30 lakhs per year.
Okay.
You have already shared that you are currently working in a huge project.
Yeah.
How is the workload there? How is the working time or environment, work environment?
If you say the workload, generally, how you manage your time and work is the main things matter here. So in India, we see the workload is not like you have so many work, but the only thing is you have to manage your work and time. So you will get through your day, and then you have the better output what you are working on. So yeah, there is a workload in a private organization. Generally people having two you know 2 3 people job. Sometimes you have to do, is not all the time. When the project will be in much pressure, like when the installation is going on, we have the government pressure to commission the metro project, they have the elections and that. So those time you have a more workload, like you will be working 12 hours 14 hours a day, you know. So this kind of, but it's not for the all whole of the year. It's maybe 3 or 4 months in a year that period will come there that you have to give more time to the project, and that workload will come to you. But it's not intentionally somebody is going to give you the more work, and if you are not capable to do so, it's something like as per the work requirement.
Okay, according to the
Yeah.
project deadline.
Yeah, as per the project requirement you have to give your time. Like you can say business requirement of the company. Yeah.
So already you have shared your first interview experience. So now the question already also told about the question also, what that type of question, basic question they are asking. Now the you tell how which type of question they are asking for the experienced person. How you are negotiating your salary. So this kind of
It's very interesting questions, and I think all the viewers would like to know
Mhm.
that. So the once you experienced and you have a few years of experience, and you will switch the company, and then you will face the interview with the senior guys who have the more knowledge about that field, and then you have to so generally they will ask you your the past experience, which project you were working on, you know and what your role was, and how many people you were handling, and how you take the work pressure, and then they will ask you your job profile. So if something, if you are like I was doing the testing installation of the metro project, so they were asking what you do, how you install this particular gears, how you test that, what are the test procedures in that. And they will ask you if something about the troubleshooting, how you do the troubleshooting, means like if something got failed in the testing phase, how you do the log analysis. So these kind of questions they will ask you, and about your uh, uh, the work profile. So generally, what work you have done in your previous company, they will ask you all the things, and some tricky questions also they will ask you. And then about the improvement of the work, if because here you are coming is every company has the different system, so how you will switch yourself and how you can manage if the company is different, this kind of questions they will ask.
So now how you negotiate the salary? कैसे आप लोग सैलरी negotiation करते हैं?
So, like basically, once you finish with the interview, and then in the last session with the manager who is taking interview, he will ask your expectation package,
Okay.
what you are expecting, So, what you are getting in the last company, so you have to negotiate your salary very smartly, So, they will always push you to get less, but you have to play
Okay.
smart. You have to play smart, and then
Okay.
you have to be very careful, like so generally what I do, not I don't know how other guy generally negotiate, but what I do, uh, uh, whatever I was getting in the previous company, I just asked 30 to 40% extra. But in my case, I have come from the overseas where my health salary package was very high, and I didn't know about because first time I was coming after 8 years from overseas to India. So I was I don't know the Indian environment, what kind of package I will be offered. So
Hmm.
so I have to work on it little bit before the interview, what I have to say. So I have search on the internet, talk with the people, and then with my friends, colleagues, so try to find out what is the salary package I can get it and I can get offered. So that's how
No.
we negotiate.
Okay. So now we are coming to the most important question. So
Hmm.
you have experience outside India. Previous jobs you have done 8 years already. You have told you are outside India. You are working there. You were.
Hmm.
So first question is, so how you have gone there?
Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's very interesting. So, as I said, I got job offered in and first job in Bangalore, and then from there I moved to Hyderabad Metro project, and I was working for Thales company, is one of the prominent company in the signaling transportation, So, uh, from that company, I came to Hyderabad. The company I joined first, and then I came to Hyderabad. I started working as a subcontract of Thales.
Hmm.
And then while working there, one of the guy has come from Canada, and he was the director of that Thales company. And he came to India, and then he saw our work skills and our knowledge and everything. And he was the kind of guy, he look at it everyone, and he try to find out who is doing what and what his knowledge. So and you are doing any smart work, or just you are working hard and your skills, paperwork, lot of things matters. So he saw me one day doing the work, and I have done some good troubleshooting and everything. So I got recognized by him, and then he decided to take my interview for Malaysia project. And
Hmm.
he selected 12 peoples, and from 12 out of 12, 4 he has to take for Malaysia. So he took my interview, and then I get convinced, and then he was also happy with my performance in the interview. Then he decided to take me and give me the Malaysia offer, and then I flew from there to Malaysia. So that's how I got opportunity, because he has the requirement. And
Hmm.
then I was also looking for the overseas job. Everybody want to grow in their life, so
So
that's.
then after that, from Malaysia you have started your foreign journey.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
after that, which country you have gone? You have traveled.
So from Hyderabad, I flew to Malaysia, and then Malaysia, I was there from 2004, 2015 until 2016 December. It's like a 1.5 year I was there in the Malaysia, and that project is finished, and then I have to look for the job. But from the same company, I got offered for Doha Metro. So Doha Metro was about to start. Doha is Qatar. The Qatar is the country.
Hmm.
Doha. So I moved to Doha from the same company, and I went there in 2017. And from 2017 to 2018 December, same one, more than 1.5 years, almost 2 years, I worked in Doha, Qatar. And then that project also got finished, is commissioned. And then, because my role was like, once the testing and this installation will finish, I have to move to the other project, because the reason is, it's open for the passenger, and then we have not much to do there, so company has to deploy me to the other project. So in 2018 it was finished. Then I have moved to, in 2019 I moved to Dubai for the same company, same metro project. So I was there in Dubai from 2019 until 2020, 2 years, almost 2 years there. 2020, yes. And then I back to India for holidays. And in 2021, I moved to Istanbul, Turkey. In July, no, in month of April, I moved 2021 to Istanbul, Turkey. Same Thales company and the
Hmm.
metro project. It was the extension line, a small extension line for power station, and that was for 1 year project. It's bit a small project. And then until 2022, July, I was there. And then after that, I am here. You already know this company also.
You worked in many countries,
Yeah.
you know. So how is the salary package outside India? If you
That's
compare with
Uh,
India.
yeah, it depends. It depends. When you will go to the Middle East, like Middle East, we say Doha, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, this all kind of country, Oman. So there, there's a tax free. You will not have to pay any taxes on your salary.
Mhm.
So quite salary is quite high there in the Middle East. You will get paid as per your skills and knowledge. You will be offered more money there. So those country will offer you more. But when you will move to Europe, they will offer you also the same kind of package, but you have to pay the taxes there. They have a high taxes, 30 plus percentage of that. It depends on the country. Every country have their own tax systems, and then so you have to comply with that, right? So yeah. So if you are looking for only for money, so
Mhm.
Middle East is very good for you. If you want to have a good life, culture, and more, what we can say, uh, more, you want to learn more professional, so you have to be in Europe. There you will grow professionally. And
Mhm.
in the technology wise also, they are very, so that Europe is a better choice.
so. Which country you like most? Out of that, every country, you are Malaysia to Doha, Doha to Dubai, Dubai to Turkey, Turkey to Chile. So, which country you like most? Many countries.
Uh, I like Chile the most. The reason is, it's like, I can say, uh, more natural. It's a more natural.
Okay.
It's like, when you will go to the Middle East, Doha, Dubai, only you are going for the money, but there you will see the nature, and it's very beautiful place. And then apart from the work, you have to do a lot of activities you can do. You can go for the mountain, sea, hiking, this kind of activities. So that's attract me the most. Yes.
Probably our viewers will also want to know about, is there any safety issues outside India? Any safety issues?
uh, Safety issues, I was little bit uncomfortable in Malaysia. There was a quite safety issue.
Hmm.
And in Turkey, I mean, Turkey. Now Turkey is known as Turkey. They have changed the name of that, so it's Turkey. So in Malaysia, I was fear, with the pickpocket kind of people, and then they snatch your money. Sometimes when they will see you, you are not from outside India, so it's quite dangerous in the night, but it's not all the
Hmm.
time. You never know what you are going to encounter in your daily life, so is everywhere is the same. And in Turkey it was also quite unsafe, but it's the same. Turkey is same kind of India, it's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So now the important question. So you have only done B.Tech. So still you have
Mhm.
B.Tech degree. But you
Yes.
are manager now, and I know that how much money you have earned till today.
Mhm.
Even the government job employee will do lifetime also. If 25% of your salary saving, they cannot earn. I know that. So now the question is a very basic question. So you have gone through the company for the foreign job.
Mhm.
So one should go for the higher studies, or one should go through the company, the foreign job. So what is your
Mhm.
preference? What you will suggest?
It depends on your work requirement. Because for my case, I am most of the time looking for the site work, and my job is like 50% of my time I have to stay in the site, and 50% of time in the office. So the work balance and education is quite hard, so once you are doing the office job, like you can say the in information technologies, like IT guys, so they will have a more time, so they should prefer through the company, that because company always offer. Even for me here, I also been offered in the beginning itself. Once you will complete for 2 years in the same company, then they will offer you from the bits Pilani. Alstom has the collaboration with the bits Pilani, and then you will
Hmm.
be sponsored by the company, and then you can go and study there, and then the degree will, the value will be the same as like regular degree. So if you are working in a corporate office job, I would say go through the company. And if you are if you want to go from outside, so if you want to go outside, then you have to switch your job, you have to leave your job, then go for the
Hmm.
education, and then come back and again look for the job. So this quite a gap, it's little bit
Ah,
difficult to get after that the same kind of job, because day by day you will stop doing your job what you were doing before. Your mindset will change. So if you
hmm.
want to grow in the same company, same field, better go with the company itself. Up to you. Other choice is yours, but I will prefer to go through the company if you can.
So already you have worked in a very, very best, means you can say, means that is very good industry. Like Alstom, you are working currently. You have worked at Thales, U2 Rail. So that is very, very good company. So that are all core companies. So what is the job
Mhm.
security there? I have also asked me this type of question to the IT guys. So this is also for you. What is the job security there?
Job security, if you are working for the transportation signaling, is job security is very high, is very good. Because the people having experience in signaling field in India is very less. Actually, we none of the institution they do the particular signaling course. You will have a basic electrical engineering, information technology, whatever you study in your college, but signaling is kind of different. But I have heard some of the institution have started this signaling course for the railways, for metros. It's like it's a different kind of technology for metro. So I would say like job security is very high, because very less experienced people you will find in the signaling field. So, and we are the experienced guys, so there is no problem for looking for the job.
अब ये जो सवाल है जो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन।
Mm-hmm.
कि मैंने आपको देखा, आपने बहुत ही एक्सपोनेंशियली ग्रो किया आपने। डिग्री, हाँ, बहुत रिनाउंड इंस्टीट्यूशन से आपका डिग्री नहीं है, बीटेक जो है सविता
Mm-hmm.
यूनिवर्सिटी, हाँ। तो ये मैं सवाल जो बहुत ही पेरेंट्स के लिए, पेरेंट्स के लिए भी है, तो आईआईटी से डिग्री मैटर, मतलब जिसका डिग्री आईआईटी से नहीं है तो वो परेशान हो जाते हैं, पेरेंट्स पेरेंट्स भी, स्टूडेंट्स भी परेशान हो जाते हैं। तो वो सोचते हैं कि मेरा आईआईटी से नहीं है तो मैं इतना ग्रो नहीं कर पाऊंगा। तो
Mm-hmm.
व्हाट इज योर ओपिनियन?
See, in your life or everybody life, even the parents, everybody want to see their kids to start the college or basic, not from the college, from the school itself. Today you can see, okay, this is the prominent school in your city. Every parents wants to have their kids in that school, so it's a start from schools itself, not from the college. So this kind of narrative we have in our society. So let's come to the question, direct question you have asked me, the IIT. Yes, I will not say it doesn't matter. It's matter, but it's it's quite, in the latter of your career, it doesn't matter. So the first, the students has studied from the IIT, they have their high legacy. They studied from the prominent institution. So the first click for their job, they will get easily. And for the same thing, you have to fight for that. I have to go through the lot of competitions, exams, and that's it. So it's quite matter for just for the start of your job. But later in the job, once you get in, it doesn't
हम्म,
matter.
Mhm.
So it's in the beginning, you can see it's everywhere. When you will take the Bollywood, whatever, the kids belongs from that background, they get the first preference. But later it's all depends about your performance, how you do in that the later stage in your life.
Mhm.
हम्म,
So, as you have shared, you have work experience in both India and out abroad. So, how do you see
Mhm.
how is the work culture? How do you see the difference between the work culture in India and abroad?
This is very good questions. Work culture. So, work, if you differentiate this word, work is affected by culture. So, in India, you will say work is getting affected by our culture. Not all, a little bit. So just take an example. In India, we have concept like joint family and this that. So the guy who is working in the company, he's more responsible about their family. But in when you go to the outside of the country, their family means just husband, wife, and their kids. But in India, it's not like that. So when it's come to the timing, so they are more punctual in the time. They start on time, they finish on time. They don't do more overtime until it's affecting their business or is the company requirement. So the first thing is that. The second one is like when I went to the outside India, I see they don't have the sir culture. Sir culture. You don't have to say your senior sir. So the
okay,
first thing is very good, I see there. uh, so like when I go to Malaysia first time, my boss called me and then saying, oh, Gaurav, you have to do this that. So I used to call him sir. Then he immediately stopped me and then said, no, you should not be calling me sir, you should call me by my name. So that's the main difference. So
Mhm.
you feel secure, you will not
हम्म,
fear because somebody calling with their name is always great. So this is the second, so that you will feel more comfortable with, and you can so and then next one, I would say like people outside India is more professional. They will not talk other things more than their rather than their work. you know so they are more particular assigned for. and they will. The third is the break time. The break time means like uh, they don't usually take longer breaks, so they have defined for 1 hour, so they will go for 1 hour of the break, not like us, we go and then roam around little bit and talk, have a smoke, so this kind of thing I didn't see there. They do a smoke as well, but they don't waste more time during the day and during their work. That's I noticed there. And um, uh, and also you will see the people in the foreign, when they have work, they will adjust come in the time, and any meeting has to start with suppose you have set a meeting in the morning 10 a.m., then you have to be present for 10 a.m. Not like, okay, I just casual coming after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the meeting will be called off, or you will never know, okay, oh, it's called off, I was just 5 minutes late, why so these kind of things will not work there. So you have to be more punctual about most of the time, your time. So this, yeah.
So you have shared the work culture. So many there are many differences. What you have told, many differences
Office
are there.
environment, yeah, office environment is very good there.
Mm.
Your relationship with the colleagues, because have a different different kind of people, you are from India, so a lot of people come from other part of the world, and then they have to make the balance. So generally people will not speak more about other things, but here itself we have long break, we talk about politics, we talk about everything
Mhm.
during the office work. We have many kind of activities, and then we work late. And other thing is, we take our job very serious. But when you will go to the outside of India, people will just take work as a work. you know they will not have a fear that they are going to lose their job, and we are feeling
Mm.
very insecure about our job. So when you see in India, oh, my manager, what he will say, I haven't completed the task,
Mm.
and then I will get fired, I will not get increment. So generally people in India work for late and always try to convince their managers. So this kind of things you will not find out there. And as I said,
Mm.
no culture like sir and this that. And Yeah. And financially also, if you'll take talk about the finance, you will see project manager, engineers, they have all live like a friend. They will never feel like, you first day you will work in the office, you will never know who is doing what, who is the manager who are here, who is the project manager, until you see the organization chart. So everybody, you will feel very secure. This kind of things is better out of India. I like that. Yes.
Mm. Now the other important question. So already you have told the first that degree from IIT, it matters for starting your career. So you are getting first chance, that is in good
Yeah.
company. नाउ द
Mhm.
अनदर क्वेश्चन, सो जो पेरेंट्स होते हैं खासकर, जो क्या करते हैं कि अगर बच्चा, उनका जो बच्चा होता है, पेरेंट्स होते हैं, तो अगर उनका आईआईटी में नहीं हुआ, सो इफ दे आर
Mhm.
नॉट गेटिंग इन आईआईटी, तो फिर उनको फोर्स करते हैं गवर्नमेंट जॉब का तैयारी करो, क्योंकि आईआईटी
Mhm.
से नहीं पढ़ो, फिर गवर्नमेंट जॉब में उनको लगा देते हैं, उनको जीने नहीं देते हैं ढंग से, उनको अपना कुछ सोच है, कुछ थिंकिंग है, तो उनको करने नहीं देते। सो आप उसके बारे में क्या, व्हाट इज योर ओपिनियन, सो गवर्नमेंट जॉब?
See, here things matter because we what we do, what we see in our society, what we see our neighbors, what he is doing, why my son cannot do that. So this kind of narrative we have in our society, so that has to be changed. You have to give your kids, your son, daughter, what they like to do in their career. He doesn't have to follow the neighbors, relatives, your cousin, whatever he is doing. So you have to be very, very, as a parents, you have to motivate your kids, and you have to tell them, do what you like, doesn't do what the other do. When you will think what other do, then you will never grow in your life, because you are not more got into the job, got into the work, because you are thinking, okay, he's doing what you will never become a professional, you will never become a expertise in that field if you will follow others. When you will follow yourself, what you are thinking, what your mind says, what you are expert in it, what you feel comfortable in it, that will let you grow in your life the most. That's a relative has to understand this kind of things. And the other
Okay.
thing is training. Training is most important when it's come to your career. Your parents have the responsibility to train their kids mentally, so, and they have to work on their daily activities, because this kind of situation will deviate your kids path, so that's very important.
So in India, that is the, especially in the North India, this is the
Mm.
mentality. If you are
Mm.
doing government job, means you are boss, you are everything. If you are doing private job, means you are nothing. So that I have seen actually. Everybody knows. Because of the many reasons, job security, they are thinking. But now everything is changing. Students are also thinking in different way. Everything is changing. So now already you have done the B.Tech from Savita University in the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. So what
Mm.
is the scope after B.Tech in Triple E?
See, I would say triple E, where you study about electrical and electronics, and nowadays technologies, all technologies, we say, whatever development is happening today in the world, is electrical and electronics is very involved in that. Because of electrical and electronics, you will not develop any product, anything. So electronics and electrical engineering is very vast field, and you can have a so lot of activities, lot of researches, whatever the happening in the world is all electrical and electronics involved there. Without that, you have not you can beyond that, think about technology. So yeah, this is a very good field, and then it's a core field where we have lot of scope in your career when you will look for the job. And about learning, you will learn a lot in this field. And then whatever in metros, is a lot of
The scope is
opportunities.
very high. So one question I have forget to ask. So you have worked there in foreign and foreign countries. So suppose anyone want to go
Mhm.
to do job there in suppose Dubai, Doha. So is there any way apart from the company, apart from the higher studies, any other way you know, any idea?
uh, if he has, or somebody, he or she has the
He has done
experience.
currently he has done B.Tech and want to go foreign. So directly he can go or not. What is any other way? Any
He
idea?
can, but it's quite difficult. The reason is, um, in private companies, any people can do the work, because some general work can be done by anyone. You don't have to be expertise in that. So if you know somebody, like one of anyone, your relatives or anyone, so that will be more easier. But an individual, you don't know anyone, it's a quite difficult. But I will say keep trying. There are a lot of websites and company portals where you can upload your resume, and then you will try to find out. But as I said, as you also said, the IIT, so the guy who has passed their degree from IIT, he might, but those people get placed from their college campuses itself. so they don't have to look for the job from outside. But the other students who has done the B.Tech from other colleges and those, so for them I would say, if you get placed from the campus is much better. If you have not got it, keep trying and look for the job. And if you can do some extra courses in any other field, like any design, or like, apart from your degree, there are a lot of courses in the market which you can do, and then you can look for the job. So if you are not got placed from the campus, from the college, do some extra active work, and sorry, the do extra courses from, and then use the company portals and those some websites. Then maybe there is some chances. If you have the reference, is always better. If you know somebody, so that's the thing.
So you have been already working in different countries in India also, and
Mm.
now you are very experienced in industry. So what is your future plan? You will be continue with a job, or you will have your own plan?
For now, I don't have. I love what I do here, and I have. I am very much interested in my field because this is the very good field, very good technology. Now we can see all driverless metros. Technology is improving, and then we have. Lot of opportunity to learn here. Technology is improving, so I quite interested in learning. So every project I move, there is some improvement in the product, in the technology, and I am learning very new. So that's why I love my job. And I for now I don't have any plan, but you never know. In the future maybe, but for now is I am quite okay here.
So still you are not planned so much. Okay, that is good.
Mm.
So now we have come to the last point. Now you are already experienced person. So already you have more experience than the fresher already. And you have worked outside India also. You have worked here in India, working here India also. You know better that who had just completed their B.Tech. So you can suggest them better. So what will be your suggestion?
Okay, I got it. So I would say, believe in yourself, but be like self motivated. Like don't fall for someone false promises. Nowadays, people will give you the job. They will ask bribe. They will ask bribe to give me certain amount of money, and then I will give you the job. So be aware of this kind of things. Believe in yourself. Try to find out the job, and do some extra courses which like unique in the market. Update yourself with the technology, the news, see the news, see more educational, like videos. You can do something extra and keep yourself motivated. Then you will able to find out, you will be in the comfortable position, to find out something. Because the updating yourself with the latest environment, it will be always better.
सो ये सजेशन तो बहुत ही अच्छा है कि प्लीज अपडेट योर नॉलेज. It will
Mm.
be helpful. Apart from your degree, do other courses that will be helpful. So these things you keep in mind and do it. So now, thank you, sir, for interacting with us.
Thank you.
And आपने जो सजेशंस दिया है और उसके बाद जितना इंटरेक्शन हुआ है इस बीच में, हम लोग ने बहुत सारी जानकारी आपने हम लोग को बताया और व्यूअर्स के लिए बहुत ही फायदेमंद है स्पेशली. और जो जो परेशान करते हैं खासकर पेरेंट्स अपने बच्चों को, तो प्लीज ये वीडियो
Mm.
देखिए. वो इससे जरूर सीखेंगे कि डिग्री मैटर करता है, अगर नहीं हो पाता होगा तो उनको फोर्स मत कीजिए। वो जिस दिन मेहनत करेंगे, अगर 10th से मेहनत नहीं किया 12th से मेहनत करना पड़ेगा, 12th में नहीं किए तो बीटेक में करना पड़ेगा, बीटेक में नहीं किए तो एमटेक में करना पड़ेगा, अगर एमटेक में नहीं किया कंपनी में करना कर पड़ेगा, नहीं तो पीएचडी में। जिस दिन वो मेहनत करेंगे उस दिन सफल हो जाएंगे, और जितना
Yes.
चाहे उतना ग्रो कर सकते हैं। बस यही फंडा है। तो और किसी को किसी चीज के लिए परेशान मत कीजिए, वो ग्रो कहीं भी कर सकता है। गवर्नमेंट जॉब, आईआईटी, ये सब मैटर नहीं करता है, बस वो कब चाहे जब ग्रो कर सकता है। So, thank you once again for interacting with us.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you very much. And I would say all the viewers through your channel and everyone, you both of you doing the great job. Keep people motivating and let them believe in themselves. Through your channel is really appreciated. And thank you very much for your time as well. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Take care.